Hey, this is Aaron St. Clair and Max Doing. We're talking about our poker hand analyzer for our Capstone project. Um, it is going to be a piece of software that is used to analyze poker hands played on websites and other poker software to help the user improve their game.
Yeah, so some of the features of our project are going to be that it is going to be able to analyze hand histories to create useful statistics. These are statistics like pre-flop raise percentages, aggression factors, the amount of hands that people are playing pre-flop. And these are all just sort of statistics that people can use in order to help improve their game. If they're students of the game of poker, which a lot of people are these days, trying to make a living or whatever, people can use this data to improve their skills. Another feature that we want to have in this project as well is the ability to create graphs and other visuals to represent the data. This will obviously help people. For example, if we wanted them to look at the profits that they had over a certain session they're playing, we could create a graph to show how much money they've won or how much money they've lost over specific time periods. And that goes on to another feature, which will be the ability to let players filter out the data based on the date that they played a session or the stakes that they're playing or any other number of factors to help them filter out exactly what they want to be looking at.
The software is also it's going to have support for multiple card games. There's a lot more than just one or two card games that people like to throw money down on. Mainly the games that will be supported are Texas Hold'em, Omaha, PLO, Chop Pots. May play probably will move on to Stud as the next most popular game. We also plan to have a nice GUI that'll allow you to replay the hand as if it happened. So it'll have the time delays between calls, so you can really sit down and analyze exactly what you did wrong or what you did right in a scenario.
So some of our skills and experiences with the software and poker in general, me and Aaron are both very heavily involved in playing poker. We play as much as we can. We love to gamble. We know the math behind a lot of the odds calculations. Last semester in client side, I did a project where I created a poker simulation to figure out the odds of a hand winning against another hand before the flop. And just our poker skills in general are going to come in handy when it comes to figuring out what poker players want and need in this product and what kinds of data they're going to be looking at.
A few other features that we'll need to use or to help us out in developing this software, as Max said, is we're accustomed to the game, and being accustomed to it, you realize that there's a lot of math behind the odds of whether what you're going to hit is going to come, whether you need to fold or bet. There's pre-flop and post-flop analysis, so there's all kinds of numbers that can be gained depending on what action you took, when you took it, what you could have done. Instead of making a bet, you could have folded or you could have just called. There also is going to be a lot of database management to go with to hold these numbers for us, as well as the design patterns we've learned through software engineering will definitely aid in the ability to add new card games or new features on the fly without having to need to rewrite a lot of software. So the software will definitely be upgradable in the future to accommodate more card games.
Some of the risks involved in this project are using new software. We're going to be using Visual Studios as well as C#, which is something that I'm not familiar with at all. Aaron has some more experience than I do, but I've never programmed in C# before, so that's going to be a fairly big risk factor. Yeah.
A couple other risks include another software we're using called Blend for Visual Studios. What Blend is basically an interface designing software. It's made to integrate with Visual Studio and directly with your code that you're writing in Visual Studio, and so you can integrate your code directly to a nice UI. You have almost a Photoshop or Adobe type interface, which makes it really easy to create multiple pages for your program, to allow buttons and counters and all kinds of features to be added to the software much easier now with Visual Studio 2013 integration.
So yeah, the main idea of our project is we're trying to help out poker players learn more about the game and help them improve their own personal skills, hopefully allow them to win more money. And that's the main objective of this whole project.